नहीं जाता, 6 घंटे दिन में वो बिजी रहता था, सारा प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं होती थी घर में।
अरे इससे मेरे को भी
हम
स्विमिंग
तो
में
चालू भाषा समझा मेरी?
हाँ समझे।
थोड़ी स्विमिंग में आराम तो मिल जाएगा।
चल तो बेटा अंदर चल, तेरे को अंदर ही लेके चलता हूँ।
आपको नहीं मिलेगा।
आवाज नहीं
आपको
अच्छा क्या शुरू करूँ?
हाँ अच्छी नहीं तो
अभी चुप रहना। हाँ चुप रहना भैया।
वो एक आवाज किया था तो मैं कर रहा
नहीं थप्पड़ लगा, आवाज मत कर। थोड़ा ये कंप्यूटर टेढ़ा है, थोड़ा सीधा कर।
नहीं
कंप्यूटर टेढ़ा है,
लाखों दिए डॉक्टर को
बराबर
नहीं उसका अलग है, वो इंडियन डाला हुआ है।
शुरू करो क्या?
I can hear you.
वापस हो गया है।
नहीं अभी टाइम है।
करो चालू करो।
2 minutes from my side.
खंडानंद बोधाय शिष्य संताधारिणे सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपाय तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। पीताम्बरालं कृतपृष्ठभागं भस्मावगुण्ठा किल्लरुक्मदेहं विद्युत्सदा पिङ्गटाभिरामं श्रीदत्तयोगी शवनतोऽस्मि। शङ्खचक्रगदापाणे द्वारकानीलाय चित्त गोविन्दपुरभृताकृत्मां शरणागताम्। श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। श्रीलक्ष्मीनारायणं ध्यानमे, उमामहेश्वरां ध्यानमे, शचीपुरेन्द्रां ध्यानमे, वाणी निर्णयगर्भ्यां नमः। माता पितरां ध्यानमे, इष्ट देवताभ्यो नमः। कुल देवताभ्यो नमः, ग्राम देवताभ्यो नमः, वासुदेवताभ्यो नमः, स्थान देवताभ्यो नमः। सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः, सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः। परम शंभोभ्यो नमः। श्री सद्गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः। परम पावन बाबा बगीची वाले नमः। बाबा बगीची के गुरुदेव नमः। श्री झूले वाले बाबा शिव बाबा नमः नमः। Today is Guru Purnima. We have been knowing Guru Purnima in South Africa since last, I think, 20 years since I've been there. Guru Purnima is basically a day for a disciple to give a gratitude to a Guru for teaching him, making him a best person to reach to God. Guru says, I've been hearing from my Guru, I'll explain you like that, that there are some rays which come out from a Guru and it goes into a disciple. Those rays are basically spiritual rays or godly rays. Only those people can receive those rays under the Guru when they are on righteousness. Without righteousness, they cannot accept all these rays. When these rays they go inside the human being, he gets the knowledge of God. And but slowly, the godly knowledge keeps on coming in, the spiritual knowledge keeps on coming in. Spiritual knowledge is what? I'll explain you in a very short way. Spiritual knowledge is nothing except your consciousness. It's restful under a Guru is a spiritual knowledge. When you're too restful under a Guru, that is the time when you have reached a level of spirituality. Till your consciousness is always on a shaky ground, you should remember that you have not reached to those levels.
Speaking in English.
For this, gurus are born and they put a person on that system. But this system will not come unless we have not open-heartedly accepted a guru.
So good.
First of all, we have to accept him. Then we have to be very open-hearted with him. My guru used to tell me in a very short way that Govind, there is one house and it's locked from outside. And every time you are telling a guru, this house belongs to you. Even this house belongs to you. But inside the house, the belongings belong to that person. That will not work with a guru. Inside belonging also should be belonging to a guru. Then only the house will fully belong to a guru. We keep certain things in our own hand, and that what explains us that when we try to keep certain things in our own hand, we are not fully given ourselves to our guru. Giving yourself to a guru, there has to be minuses and pluses. I'll explain you how. Minuses means your name can be tarnished. Pluses means your name can grow. Both you have to accept. You cannot say the tarnished name you will not accept and the name which is glowing you will accept.
Picture quality perfect है,
Happinesses
sound
and
quality
sorrows,
बहुत अच्छा है,
both
but
has to go in the
suddenly
same
blank
line.
हो रहा है. I don't know why.
If sorrows are also coming to you, you have to accept it that Guru is given to you. And if happiness is also coming your way,
come here.
you have to accept it that Guru
You can
is
always
given.
leave the laptop here.
Even the death and birth, by
Now, can-
mistake a person dies unnatural death in a family. You have to still accept it that this has been done by a God. It is not anything else.
Yes,
And even the birth which takes in your house has given by a God or a Guru. So these systems, if you don't understand or accept in your life, this righteousness will not stick to your heart. Righteousness only sticks to your heart when you have accepted all these 6 things in your life. Sorrow, happiness, death and birth, and fame and defame, both. These 6 things are always there in your life. Either you will be on this side or you will be on that side of the things. So even if your name is tarnished or you're having sorrows in your life, you have to accept that this has been given by a God and it is a prasad of God and you have to accept it. Without that, you will never be able to come to the righteousness of spirituality under a guru. When these natures are created inside you and you stick to a guru, then guru starts polishing your consciousness with the righteousness. Now what is righteousness at that time? Rightness is nothing but to explain what God wants from you. It's a law book. It's a book of law from God. How a human being should behave. That is righteousness. And that's once the righteousness comes to you at that time, then Guru starts giving you extra benefits by giving extra, what I will not say powers, but extra grace. That grace will slowly will make you feel that you are already with the God, you are living with the God, you are staying with the God. I will give you one example. That if a person is alcoholic, he keeps on drinking alcohol day and night. After 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, he goes to a doctor and doctor tells him, listen, your blood has become alcoholic. If I take out your blood, it is pure alcohol, it is nothing else. Same way is a guru. When guru is spiritual with the God, guru himself has that touch of God inside him. Then when he speaks and when he orders, those orders belong to God. It doesn't belong to a physical body. If Guru says do this thing, that means that orders have come from God. It's not from here. And moreover, you have to follow properly with that. Many people have told me in many ways that okay, we did this thing but we failed. But let me tell you, you failed because you did not put your 100% on it. If you put 100%, I guarantee you on Guru's word, you will never fail. But when we put 20%, 30%, our problem is that after having a Guru, we live on miracles. It doesn't work like that. Miracles are temporary. It is not permanent. So you have to understand, temporary miracles do happen. When you are with the God and with Guru, it happens. There is nothing new in that. But if you think that you will live on miracles, that is a worse scenario of your life. So the question over here is, on Guru Purnima day, I only tell you 2-3 things today. That Guru is there in your life to give you a righteousness knowledge, which is called indirectly as spiritual knowledge, which only comes when you give your whole heart to Him. Do not hide from Him anything. Then only these things, they come out. And once you become spiritual, then you will enjoy the world from God's eyes. You will not enjoy from human eyes. Then you will start enjoying the full world from God's eyes. God will come and sit in your eyes and He will visualize the world. Like how Guru sees the world. You see, the divine power is nothing. It is a power which comes and sits inside the Guru and becomes a divine. And makes Guru also divine. Guru makes disciple divine. This is how the systems work. Now there are some question and answers from South Africa, which I will explain you in a very short way. I have taken, regarding COVID, people have asked me the question that there are mental and financial challenges to this disease. How long this disease will go around? According to me, this disease will go till year end. But from September onward, some relief will be there. And one person has written that our children are on the front line in the financial sector, or what you call working sector. How do they protect from the COVID? I'll explain you one simple thing. My Guru used to tell me, Govind, if any time by mistake lion comes near you, I will protect you. But you think if I am protecting you every time from lion, then you are wrong. You can't forcefully go near the lion that, okay, Guruji will come and now protect me. There are two ways to see the things. You have to protect yourself. You cannot say you are forcefully going near the COVID. Okay, if by mistake COVID happened, He is there to protect you. You have to understand that part of your life. You cannot put your hand in the crocodile's mouth forcefully. Then he will not protect you. You remember that very thing. Being initiated and having underlying sicknesses and COVID virus treated, performing essential tasks and going out for shopping and all that. Nothing big in this. Again, I'm telling you, you have to protect yourself. One question has been asked that can people in our life contribute to my karmas? Your karma is your karma. Nobody will contribute in your karma. Even the punishments you will get according to your karma. For example, I'm explaining you that I am a Robin Hood or I am a stealer and I feed my children with that stealing thing. My children will not get the result, I will get it. Though I am feeding my children, I am doing a good thing. But remembering this, the punishment for the stealing is still there. Okay, good thing is that okay, you give the food, but punishment for the stealing is still there. So the question over here is that you will get punished for your own karma. Nobody will be contributor to your karma. You remember that. One person has asked me what attitude I should take it to make a better life. I'll explain you in a very simple way. I have understood from my guru one simple thing. And I've been explaining you in past also. There's one thing called position. Attitude is a part of the position. Let's say Guru has an attitude. Agree? Now, because he's a Guru, he has that attitude and he has to keep that attitude. But when you're not a Guru and you start keeping the same attitude what Guru is keeping, that becomes nightmare for you. Like mother is there. As a mother, you have an attitude. Is acceptable. But as a mother, if you start behaving like a mother-in-law or a big gossiper or anything like that, that attitude will not be accepted. So what position God has placed you, up to that attitude is accepted. If you're a father, if you hit your child by mistake, that attitude is accepted. But since you're a father, you keep on hitting your child, that is not accepted. You have to understand where you have to draw your lines. You understand me? One person has been asking me that daily prayers must be the wish list, but rather request to Guruji for blessing. How can devotee practice practical sacrifices in our daily lives? See, you have to see, this comes in righteousness, the thing. I'm explaining you in a very, very, very another simple way. Today, Guruji's blessing is there. But the question over here, our daily practical sacrifices comes from the behavior we gather from the righteousness. And I feel personally, there are two books in your life which can change your life. And you take those books in your life, you can take it. They can really change and show you what righteousness is. One is Voice of Himalayas by Swami Shivananda. It is a very detailed book. How a person should behave in a righteousness way. And what should be his behaviors. And second book is Autobiography of a Yogi. That also will show you how a disciple's righteousness should be there. I can't tell you in 5 minutes or 10 minutes because this is a practice under a guru which has taken me 22 years. It's not one day job. After 22 years, I understood what is righteousness and how to go. So I can't explain you in 5 minutes or 10 minutes of this thing. You understand me? Other person is that Ekadashi, fasting and all these, is it necessary if we pay to Guruji sincerely? See, Ekadashi and all fasting is not necessary. I have felt it in my life. I have never done any fasting in my life. Till today, I have not done it. I have stayed without fasting in my life. Not even a single day. Rather, if I get 5 meals, I don't mind. The question over here is, if you have given a heart to a God or a Guru, then any other things which you take it in your life is just it's just a formality. I have felt it. Let's say I'm explaining you, I love my father. If I love my father, if I don't wish him on his birthday, does it matter me? I love him all 365 days. So even if I forget him on his birthday, he will say, oh, Father, don't worry. You are loving me every day. Why you are... See, when we say, okay, is it necessary to wish a birthday? That means we are still formal. We are still not very clear in our heart with our Guru. With Guru, you have to be natural. Then these formalities you don't have to do. If by mistake you didn't do any diva, no problem. If you mistake by you didn't do any agarbatti, no problem. If in mistake you didn't go to temple one day, no problem. Even at the time of praying prayers in mandir, if you can go and play cricket, but your internal, you have given yourself to a guru, then all other things doesn't mean. But what happens, we feel that guru will get very upset if I don't put Devo. It doesn't work like that. Another way I'll explain you. Let's say I love you. In your love, I'm putting a Devo. That is accepted. But in your love, if I forget Devo, that is also accepted. You have to understand that part. So any formalities which you do under a guru, if you have a love, and by mistake you don't even do, he doesn't bother. Son doesn't have to tell father, I love you every day. And father doesn't have to tell the son that I love you every day. It is understood. Formalities do happen where expectations are there. With guru and disciple, there are no expectations. Rather, disciple is expecting. Guru is not expecting also. So you have to understand that part. He asked, what action and behaviors attracts Guruji attention towards the devotee? Only one thing is attracting him. Only one thing. Guruji only gets attracted only if this one thing you accept it in your life. Sorrows and happinesses, death and birth, and fame and defame. If you accept it as it is under a guru, that okay, he has given me all these things, then only you are accepting. Again, I'm explaining you. Sorrows and happiness, death and birth, and fame and defame, if you accept it under a guru, that is accepted by a guru. If you have all these 6 things together, that in this portion of my life, I will, whatever happens to me, it is happening because of my guru, then only guru starts attracting the devotee. It's not that when we are having a problem, we cry, and when we are having happiness, then we go and enjoy. It doesn't work like that. He says, I have given you both, accepted both. You understand me? How to deal with negative emotion? This I can't tell you now, because negative emotions do come with people negativity around you. And if positive people are around you, you will not get it. That is for sure. So try to stay with positive people more rather than negative people. The negativity will not come. Okay? Ask me, do married couples have a relationship from past life? Yes. What relations, I don't know, but they have. They have known each other from previous births. It is true, they know it. Otherwise, they can't become husband and wife. Because there is something with the God which is called give and take. It's called give and take. It's with the mother also, it's with father also, it's with wife also, it's with children also. It's with Guru also, it's with God also. There are some gives and takes, which Guru comes and completes in this birth, wife comes and completes in this birth. It is always a give and take. Why did Sri Krishna chose Arjun? You remember one simple thing. There's a place called Badrinath in India. In Badrinath, Lord Narayan was praying at one time over there. Some saint cursed him for certain thing. I don't know the full story. At the same time, Narayan took 2 forms. And it was called Nar and Narayan at that time. So Nar became Arjun in next birth and Narayan became Krishna. So it was again give and take. Because he was the same body with 2 parts. So he had to finish everything through Arjuna only. So that is how he chose him. Is it true that Gautam Buddha was not believing Vedas? No, it is not true. He used to believe in Vedas. But Buddha religion was totally formed on meditation. You have to understand. Krishna, our Hindu Sanatan Dharma is totally relying on bhakti. Our Hindu Sanatan Dharma is on bhakti, where Lord Buddha's full life was on meditation. You have to understand, there was a difference in that. And I will not say both are bad. You can choose any one of them. Both will take you to God only. What are the benefits of taking Naam for an individual and family members? Are there consequences if daily Jap Mala is not performed? According to me, if Naam has been taken and you don't perform Mala, it's not good. But at least you should do 5 to 11 Mala a day. At least. Because this initiation is the only tonic which will make you meet to the Guru. Because Guru will not come near without this jap. So you should do it every time and try to do at least 5 to 11 mala a day. That will help you in your life. So this is today's Guru Purnima's message to you, all people, that Guru himself is a God, because God comes and sits inside the Guru and he gives you the orders, and his orders are only taken as a command with the God. When you say 10 commandments, who gave those 10 commandments? God gave it to somebody and somebody published it further. He took it. So that commandment comes from there, Sri Narayan and Sri Narayan and Sri Narayan. That's all.
अच्छा हो गया
Vai, bola.